Hey guys, welcome back to Fetix Gaming's Redstone tutorials. Please leave a like on the video, I'd really appreciate it. Also, it will help my channel grow. Now, I wasn't going to build this a lot, but then a few guys actually asked me to build it. It's a waterfall splitter. Now, I'm pretty sure they saw C&B Minecrafts, and that's the reason why I didn't really want to do it, because C&B already had a good one going, and I don't like using other people's designs for my tutorials, because then what's the point? Why am I going to have fun? That's pretty much just me wanting to make money. So, does the same exact thing as his. It looks bulkier, it really does, because it is a little bit more bulkier, but you know what, it's my design, I built it. So if I click this button, the door opens up, splits the water, you can go inside of it, and if I click the button again, lets the water out. A little chunk falls right there. I don't know why it does it, but it does it, and it puts the water back. So there you guys go. So let's start building this thing right away. It's actually not that hard to build. Alright guys, so this build might look difficult, but it's actually really easy to do, so let's get to this. So what we're going to need is at least is a 6x6 spacing, and we're going to have to dig down at least 4. And if you're wondering what I did right here, this is where your wall is going to be. So wherever your wall is, you're going to have to dig at least 2 underneath your floor and 3 behind the wall. So right from where our wall is, actually, we're going to put a block here and a block all the way over here, and we're pretty much going to run repeaters all the way down this and set these all to 4 ticks delay. So let's set all these to 4 ticks delay, and then we're going to put one coming off towards the front off this block set to 4 ticks delay. Put a block up in front of it, put a torch on top of that block, a block on top of the torch, a repeater coming out of the block with the torch on it set to 3 ticks delay, a block in front of the repeater, and a block above the repeater. Put dust coming down it with a torch off of it. This is our first monostable circuit, and we're going to put some dust in front of the monostable circuit with a block up with dust on top of that, a block over with a repeater set to 1 tick delay, and then we're going to put a sticky piston right in front of our 1 tick delay repeater. And then we're actually going to need our white wool, which is our block of choice, because this right here is this block. So when I click this button off on the thing, once this block, the block that pops up right here at the bottom, that's the one we just installed. So there we go, we got that block in. That was actually the bottom looks the hardest, but it's actually probably one of the easiest parts to do. Next, off this part of the repeaters that are going all the way wrapping around, we're going to put another repeater here set to 4 ticks delay, a block here, 2 more repeaters coming out of this, and set those both to 4 ticks delay as well, and put a block up with dust on top of it. Next, we're going to come in between all our repeaters, put 2 blocks right here, a block, the first block's going to have dust on it, second block a repeater set to 3 ticks delay, put a block right in front of the 3 tick delay repeater, a block on top of this redstone dust so it doesn't connect to our other monostable circuit, put dust on top of this block, a block above this dust with a torch on it, and that's our second monostable circuit. So then we're going to put a torch coming off here, it should go off, put a block right down in front of that torch with dust here. You'll see how it like runs into the torch, that's how you know you put it in the right spot. Then we're going to put a sticky piston off to the left of it, and we're going to need, I didn't take it out, but we're going to need glass, and we're going to need at least 4 pieces of sand. So put a piece of glass down, and then 4 pieces of sand. 3, 4, there we go. Beautiful. And that's pretty much our whole bottom area. That's everything done. Now to work on our Jeb door. So start off with our Jeb door. We're just going to come over to where our sand is, put a block to the side of it with dust down on top of it, and a torch right above that. That's all that's going to do, is just keep this lit up the whole time. Next, we're going to come to this side. Now, take out your block of choice here, because you will be able to see it. Put it right there, and then put a repeater there set to 1 tick delay. Then put 2 blocks out coming from the side. You will be able to see these blocks, so use your block of choice. Put dust on top of both of them. Then we won't be able to see this, so you can start using your redstone block again. Then put 2 repeaters coming out of those dust. This one set to 4 ticks delay, and the one closest to the wall set to 2 ticks delay. Now, this does matter. For some reason, it messes up the Jeb door. I don't know why, but it does matter. So make sure the one furthest away from the wall is 4 ticks delay. Next, we're going to put 2 more blocks in front of it with dust down on top of it. 2 blocks down from there with dust on top of these blocks. And here we're going to need our redstone lamps. So pull out your redstone lamps and put 2 redstone lamps down here. Now, we are not on the PC version. If you're on the PC version, you don't need the lamps. Heck, you don't even need this right here. But for some reason on the Xbox, we have to use the lamps. So don't say why I'm using lamps. Trust me, because the lamps update the bottom pistons, making them work. So we're going to put 4 sticky pistons in like so. And then the ones facing towards the wall, we're going to go back like this and put 2 more sticky pistons right here. And I put away my block of choice, so pull out your block of choice and put your block of choice inside there. And what we can do is delete these 2 blocks right here. So there we go. And then actually we could fill in this all. So let's fill this in and make it look nice. So there we go. There we go, and there we go. So this is our tunnel that we go into after the door opens up. So now that we got our Jeb door in, we could start working on our other stuff, like our double piston extender. So I'm gonna use different wool just to clarify where the double piston extender is. So we're gonna go a block up from the side of our Jeb door over here, and a block over, put a repeater here set to 1 tick delay, and dust right here. Put a block in front of the 1 tick delay repeater, and then 2 off the side of the block. Put 2 repeaters coming out of this block, both set to 4 ticks delay. Next, we're going to put a block right in front of our 4 tick delay repeater friends right there. Put a torch on top of it, and then put a sticky piston facing towards the wall right on top of the torch like that. Then we're going to put a block in front of that sticky piston, a block right next to our torch friend, or whatever I said before. And we're going to put a torch on the side of this. This torch will stay on the whole time. It's just to activate it. It's just supposed to put power to this block when the block is over it. Next, we're going to come out 3 blocks from the side and put dust on top of this block. Put a repeater here set to 4 ticks delay. Dust on top of this block. And then we're going to go up a block from our dust and over a block and put dust on top of both these blocks. Then we're going to come down again off the wall with 2 blocks like so. Put a repeater here, set it to 4 ticks delay. Put a block in front of it. Now what we're going to do is just smack out this block, and we're going to go back to the front. And this is where our double piston extender is going to go. So just go right there and put a piston, and then a block of choice right in front of it. And there we go. We got our double piston in. And just to make sure it's working, just delete this block, and it's working good. Put the block back, and beautiful. It's working great. So now that we got that in, now we can start working on our top part. So let's use a different wool again. New wool. So what we're gonna do is come back down here where we put that 1 tick repeater going into the 4 ticks, and we're gonna put dust on top of this block. Put a block off the side of it right there. Put a torch on top of that block, and then we're gonna come out towards the wall with both blocks like so. Put dust here. Put a block up. You could delete this block. It's not needed. Put a block on top of, put a torch on top of this block. It should go off. A block above the torch with some dust, and a block to the side of the torch. This is our 3rd and final monostable circuit. We're going to put a repeater coming out of the block with the dust on it set to 3 ticks delay. Put a block in front of the 3 tick delay repeater. Make sure you do not have a block here. It will ruin everything. So make sure you delete that block right there. Do not leave that there. And then we're going to put dust on top of this block. And then we're going to put a block right above the repeater. So just look at the dust and boom. Put a torch on top of the block that's above the repeater. Put a block coming off to the side, and then put dust on there. That will connect the redstone to that, and that creates our monostable circuit. Next, we're going to come up a block, put dust on top of it, and then put a torch here, and then smack out this block. Come back to the front, and this is going to be our sticky piston that lets out the water. So there we go. Put that block right there in front of it. Next, what we're going to do is off this block right here that has the torch on it that activates the sticky piston. We're going to put another torch right here. Come out 2 blocks. Well, 3 actually. We could delete the one right next to it. It's not needed. Put dust here. Come out 2 towards the wall. Put a repeater set to 4 ticks delay with a block in front of it, a block down, and a repeater going into the sticky piston set to 4 ticks delay. And that's it. We should be done. So actually, we have to let me shave this off right here. So wherever your top sticky piston is, we just got to make a nice little square. So make a nice little square, but do not put our water in yet. We got to come back down here. Now, if your door is open and this block is down, delete this block and put it up. If your door is closed, leave the block down. So mine is open, so I'm going to put the block right here. And then what we're going to do is just come down a block on both sides, so it makes that nice cut for the waterfall. And then we're just going to pretty much just surround this area like that. There we go. Also make sure this is all filled in so the water doesn't mess up any of your redstone. Now we can put our water bucket in. So let me get my water bucket out. Put my water bucket in right here. It does its nice little split. Now if I come over here and I put my button in right here, this is where our input block is. I forgot, I should have put the button there when we did the bottom area. I completely forgot. But this is our input block right here on our first monostable circuit. So you'll know where the block is because it's right below this redstone lamp. So if we click this button, the water goes out. Boom. And why didn't our Jeb door open? Oh, our Jeb door closed. Oh, it was already open. Duh. I forgot it was already open. So now if we click it again, as you can see, the door opens. It splits the water, and now we can go inside the door. Now, like I said, this right here, this is your input block. So wherever you want your buttons to go. So let me just clarify with green wool so you know where it is. So I mean, you could come off of it 2 different ways, like that. And I mean, you could bring your button, whatever. This could be your button on the outside, and this one could be the button for the inside of the build. And then, of course, what you want to do is take your block of choice and just fill this all in so you can't see any of this crud. Oh, you know what? This 4-tick delay repeater is also going to have a block of choice right there. So make sure you have a block of choice there as well. And then, of course, you're just going to fill in all this so you can't see all the redstone and all that good stuff. But yeah, guys, there you go. That's how you build my very easy, well, not super easy, but quite easy water splitter, waterfall splitter. I don't know what these guys really call it, but it's a waterfall splitter. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like and subscribe to stay tuned with my, well, if you're not subscribed to me, subscribe to stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys, peace.